Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hi. How's everybody? How you doing? Welcome. Happy Saturday. It has been a day for me, let me tell you. How are you guys doing? Sorry, no cam today. It is just crazy. You ever had one of those days where it feels like somebody's got a voodoo doll on you, and you drop things and things just keep going bad like all day? I was literally plugging in my laptop next to my computer so I could have some references up and not be bogging down my regular computer. And I'm plugging it in, and as I'm plugging it in, while I've got the stream running, I hit the power button on the entire surge strip. So everything just goes off. It's like, okay, shoot. And then the program's crashed like 4 times. Today has just been something else. And like, I'm tired and complain. Anyway. Hi, Pylon. Hi, Serenity. Hi, Robin. Sorry. Okay. We're gonna be starting here soon. I'm gonna do a warm-up ATC, and then I'll get to the tarot card. I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna be streaming today. I'm gonna go until it just, I guess, either feels better or feels worse, and then, probably at most we'll go the usual amount, which is like 3 hours, but I'm at least going to stream for an hour. Like I said, this has been a week. I am exhausted. I'm in pain. Anyway, so the tarot card is the Lovers, which I've decided to be snails. And that may seem kind of weird at first, but if you've ever seen, and this is going to sound kind of gross, but if you've ever seen pictures of snails mating, it is intense. Like, they are engulfing each other. It's kind of cute though, because it's like high school level PDA, like kids that just, the hormones are all over the damn place. Anyway, that's what it looks like. So you can Google that if you want to. I don't know what type of person you are and if you find that scientific or weird or, what have you, but I found it interesting and kind of cute. But also it's gross. And apparently their sex organs are on their faces. That's also kind of funny. So, be advised. But it is, educational. So after knowing that, I don't know, it kind of made sense to make them, the lovers, I guess. And I chose cherries to kind of surround them with because they're kind of a sexual fleshy fruit, but they're also one of the fruits that snails eat. So I wanted to pick something that had both those aspects that the snails would eat, as well as having kind of that connotation to it. So there's some snail sexiness, realness going on. So snails, guys, snails. So we'll get back to that in a minute. Only on my stream, right? You're gonna pass, Pylon, but it's so educational. How? How can you pass on this quality education? Since you guys are here early, why don't you throw out some animal types? I'm thinking about doing another quick portrait one. It might be easy to do, so why not? I was thinking of actually doing a snail portrait. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Like a slug man? If he's wearing a suit and he's a slug. That's kind of funny. Pylon, I'm educated enough. Fair. Very fair. I feel like I could do a lot of the popular pastimes of like doing a owl or, last week I think we did a bunny. I've done a raven recently for a friend's ATC. I feel like doing a snail slash like slug could be kind of funny. Just because it's wearing a suit, but it's like, how? You You guys think that'd be funny? And maybe you see part of the shell? I don't know, that might actually be funny. Maybe we should try that. This could like backfire extremely bad, but let's try it. Since we're on this snail kick. I don't want him to have that wide of a head. So, how are you? Give me your background of your week. How you doing? This has been a week, I think, for a lot of people. Things going on. A slug would be cute. Let's try the snail. I want to see if I can get the shell in here. Because I think it'd be funny if it's wearing a suit somehow. Sorry, I totally asked for options and then you guys like gave me some and I feel bad now. Maybe I can do 2. So if there's a snail. And after researching and doing snails for a while, I've kind of developed my own style of snail. It's completely inaccurate, but I don't know if that matters. Some art doesn't need to be accurate, you know? It's one of those days where I was a hair away from canceling the stream, but I thought I should go on with it. Even so. Hi DM, how you doing? Mr. Dennis. Working on Birdtober. Oh god. And you survived your job interview. Do you want to share what the interview is for, Serenity? I didn't even know you were looking for a new job, really. Or did I? Maybe you mentioned it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, pylon. Brass corner fittings that aren't cheap. What if you made like, you struck up a friendship with like a metal worker? So like you guys could trade services almost. Like they could make you some fittings, you could make them some leather straps or something. Kind of a barter system for both your craft. It'd be a pretty sweet arrangement, I think. Oh, a notary? Heck yeah. Yeesh. Dennis, do you not get your money back then? From what Gabe was telling me, that guy was kind of, he didn't, I don't know. From what I heard, I didn't really trust his background and stuff. He didn't seem to know what he was doing. So I think that's a good call. But you didn't ask for my advice, and I'm still giving it. Typical me. It's true, you gotta find someone, Pylon. Maybe hashtags, you know. That sounds pretty good, Serenity. At least then you're not dealing with, like, customers as bad, right? I mean, like, I think notaries have to deal with people, but I don't know on what level. Oh, man. Let's make this absurd. I want his collar to go all the way up here. That's true, Pylon, you do. Oh, that seems like a way better deal. Do that up, Dennis. That's good. Damn, you guys have some good news. All of you. I'm super happy about that. That is a really nice change. Like, Serenity's got some prospects. Dennis has some prospects. This is great. Serenity, I haven't packed your package yet. I'm hoping to do that in the next week. I can't even begin to tell you how busy this week was. Hey, Vacay, yeah. I'm not worried, I just feel bad. I would like to, you know, make up for it, because I don't even think I sent you your winnings from my contest, man. I almost want to give him a bolo, but that might be just ridiculous. Too ridiculous. Oh my god, what about a little bowler hat? Oh my god. Oh my god. Truth be told, these are some of what I feel like are the easiest things you can do when it comes to art, is just like portraits, little bust portraits. They're easy to kick out. Everybody seems to enjoy them for the most part. So, I mean, they are kind of a, I don't want to say a cash grab, but they're a crowd pleaser. Let's say it that way. They're crowd pleasers. Oh my god, but he's so cute. I know, Serenity. Next week, though, I promise. Oh shit, a bow tie. That would have been way better. Let's do that. Good call, Dennis. Now, a small bow tie or a big bow tie? Small would be kind of funny. Big would be kind of funny, too. What do you guys think? Small bow tie, big bow tie? Your call. I'm so glad you guys are having better times than I am. Seriously. And just, like, being happier. That's good. That's nice. Nice to hear that people are, winning, you know? Small? Okay. You guys got it. We'll do a little small one. Let's see what kind though. A little high and tight bow tie. Let's see what kind of. How about the next week? You guys got anything going on next week? Not celebrating your birthday? Serenity, what do you mean? Remind me when your birthday is. Work, podcast, book, same old, same old. Aw, that sounds like fun, Dennis. Right? Robin, I thought about that. I was like, oh no. Well, then if anything, it's like design consistency, right? Right. Oh, we should do one of these. There we go. What a gentleman. Gentleman. Should I give him some glasses? What do you guys think? Glasses? No glasses? I'm kind of the same way, Serenity. The glasses look cute. Hey, Avalona. Pylon, is that the D&D group that's on our Discord? Yeah, I kind of like the little glasses. Who knows what they're actually strapped to? It'd be kind of funny if they were like strapped up there. Should we let's suspend reality a little bit? Just expect people to be like, yeah, that's fine. Let's be honest, this is a snail wearing a suit, so stuff like that's gonna happen. There are no rules. Plus their eyes are in their stalks anyway, but who cares? This is what's happening. I almost want to give him like little sleeves that have been like it's been altered, you know, so there's still like where a sleeve was, but if he's wearing this nice a duds, he probably got them tailored, so they wouldn't have that. Yes, I do think that deep about it. Where did he get this suit? How did he come upon it? With what money? Since he's a long boy, let's give him some long buttons. I don't know how he gets this on either. Don't ask me that. Oh, pocket watch? That'd be cute. Let me see if I can get in a pocket watch. You're probably not gonna see the watch. But I could have a pocket with a chain coming out. It's his chain wallet from 1990. Yeah, Pylon, I could see that being tough. Oh, Contemple, that's cute. Oh, it's Contemplate. My bad. Welcome. Thanks for the host, Avalona. I do kind of like that idea, though. Let's go with that, Contemplate. I like that. I'll color it different, so it looks like a little leather patch. It's a cute idea. Chain wallets are still cool and functional. Homie, no one's gonna steal your wallet. Eating pizza on your behalf. Good for you, man. Thank you for that. Enjoy a slice for me. Saturday's pizza day. Contemplate, thank you for the follow. I'm that soulless. You're such a good man, Dennis. That's good, Pylon. You're welcome. They don't get your name? Really? If I had spent a second longer on it, I would have gotten it the first time instead of the second, but I am out of sorts today, so my apologies. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Happy to see people using bits. I feel like that aspect of Twitch has kind of died off. Oh, I finally got my YouTube custom URL, you guys, so if you want to go follow there to see when I post the new videos when I get to them, which it'll be a little bit still, but it's Cloverkin, so you can do youtube.com/Cloverkin. I feel like something's gotta be over here. Maybe a picture of his wife. Or maybe, wait, I want to finish this up first. Let's get Snail Saturday. Maybe I should start that. Oh, it doesn't mess. Oh, yeah. I have to keep unhiding and hiding the alert box. Really, Contemplate? I would never do that. I mean, it's a donation. How can somebody get all out of sorts about a donation? I've just noticed in general, like, people on Twitch nowadays don't know even about bits. So I feel like something's kind of, like, not translated or died in the transition of the platform. I don't know. So it used to be a lot more common, now it feels like a rarity. But getting mad about that, that's silly. I would probably not follow somebody that got angry about not getting enough bits. That's a sign of bad character. Yeah, you got it. I want him to have... God, if I'd have planned this out better, could have a wife over here. Right? Yeah. It's completely rude. It's strange. Let's see, what kind of job could he have? Kind of want to allude to his job. I almost think he should be like a chemist or something because of the slime. Maybe he's finding ways to use his slime. You know, Avalona and Robin, you might be onto something. He might be a numbers guy. He looks mathy, right? Let's do that. Let's go with what you said. We'll make him a numbers guy. Who wants to look me up a formula to put on there? Or does anybody actually know enough about math to have a legit one? How about that? Mr. Math Snail over here. Or he's a science fiction writer. It's left field. I like it though. No one's going to even wonder how he's using this chalk, but that's okay. Remember, we said we're going to suspend reality a bit. That's what art's for. What about... I wonder if there is an equation for snail slime. Let me look that up. Wow. I got a hit right away on that. Huh. Weird. Humans are weird. I found one for mucus. That might be a good one. It's N something. Sodium is like N. Maybe it's just N. I'm trying to remember. and ACL, yeah. Because it's something chlorine, isn't it? Mucus. Let's see. Now this is a part of like doing a piece that you don't want to spend too much time on. Sometimes I've done too much research on something where I get so far down the rabbit hole, it kind of gets a little bit too, what's the word, too complex, where it'll go over people's head. And then it kind of loses its luster. So just try to stay kind of surface when you can. Just, you know, just complex enough. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, losing yourself in the details. I mean, it can be super interesting, you know? So I'm gonna pull, I found something, kind of. Oh, maybe this one's better. But I like the ones that look like little diagrams. Oh, the antenna holding the chalk. That's pretty good. Let's go with that. We can switch that up. That was a good idea. Well thought, Avalona. Well thought. So every stream I do one of these little ATCs and I sell it on stream. So if anybody falls in love with Mr. Snail here, though I might make him a wife at some point. I don't know. He seems like a man about town. It's true, Contemplate. Totally true. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? Since we're not even gonna see the whole thing, I'm gonna work in Dennis's idea here of the salt. And I'm gonna steal one of these diagrams. Because I like how they look. They're kind of like the... I don't know how you put it. So we'll put that in after I color it. Because I'm going to do that with the white gel pen. So it sticks out real good. So right now I'm going to take a little process pick. Okay. And then I'll go back to doing this. Oh, Contemplate did? Oh, you did! Good idea, Contemplate. Good idea. They are snail eyes in reality, but who cares? This is art. Art is all about interpretation. And my favorite kind of snail doesn't have eyes in his stalks. Now this is going to look pretty stark right away, but we will fix it in a moment. So I haven't drawn all day yet today, so doing a comfort zone drawing is usually a good way to do a warm-up. It's kind of stress-free, you get to draw something you find kind of easy. It's just a good way to warm up. Thanks, Serenity. It's your fault I got better. Oh, Jessica. I didn't see you come in. Hi. That is, yeah, your credit then. Jeez, sorry guys. That's my fault for not keeping up. Absolutely, you guys are a fantastic group. And I'm one of the people who's a stickler for credit, so the fact you guys are doing that is so cool to me. Thank you all for doing that. That's very, very sweet. Y'all good people. How's everybody hanging in there otherwise? You guys doing alright? The world is crazy. Oh, knitting and crocheting. Million sweater. That's awesome though. Man, I wish I had the time to do that. Really, Pylon? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. It makes me feel good that I didn't cancel then. 'Cause like I said, I've been in a mood today and it's been a hard day. Usually I don't have such hard days. I'm usually pretty lucky, but today is kind of tough. Oh, that's awesome, Pylon. I love seeing your projects you've been doing. Oh, for any of my patrons, I'll be putting up October's update tomorrow. Oh no. Why? I know my camera just went out. Hold on. I'm telling you, it's been a day. If this stuff happens, you'll know why. There we go. It's okay. Honestly, I get a lot of pretty good days, so if I'm just having a bad day once in a while, I can't really complain. It just sucks when they're happening and you gotta, like, you know, I guess entertain. It's a weird thing to have to do. No, it's just a lot of little things. And just the, like, I've got to do a lot of stuff every day for the past couple weeks. I haven't really had a moment to breathe. And it's just, it's wearing on me a bit. I mean, Serenity, you know I've been like this for, you know, past couple of years, where I've been busy, but more busy than usual, to where I can't even get the things I'm behind on, like my pet portraits. I've been having to do a lot of Patreon stuff, but I can't stop Patreon because that's the only money we're really making right now. So it's one of those things, like, everything is due all the time. So I have to figure out how to budget my time accordingly, and it just gets a little tiring after a bit. That's all. But I guess blessing in disguise, I was trying to get the Patreon update today out, but then Patreon went down for like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. So it kind of forced me to not work on it, and to prioritize what I did have to do. So, like I said, I guess blessing in disguise. Though it ate at me because I've been planning all week to update today. But, like I said, oh well. You do what you can do. Oh, I try. Thank you, Belladonna. Yeah, it's just one of those things like I've been wearing down over the past couple years. Because I've been nonstop busy for, like I said, the past couple years, so it's a little rough. I don't think I'm to the point of cracking yet, but we'll see. Did it really? Oh, damn it. I don't know why it keeps going off. It should not be shutting off. That is really weird. Okay, I'll try to keep an eye on that. I feel kind of dumb that I'm not. It's like it's timing out or something. Though it's plugged into the wall. It's weird. It's like it's got a screensaver or some crap. Thank you for letting me know though, Serenity. Let me know if I don't notice it again. I've got it at a spot where it's in the corner of my eye though, so I should be able to see if it goes off. Okay. Let's do the cute part. I want him to be kind of... Thank you, Robin. I just have a lot of things that are due because it's the, holiday season's coming up and all that. So I've got a lot of portraits to finish by Christmas, but I have a lot that are overdue too. I know some chemistry person's gonna get on my case about this. I'm gonna do this first so I can appropriately make it white. Let's do hydrogen. Maybe there's a C up here. He's drawing a line. Ooh, it's loud. There we go. You guys are so sweet though. I'm very lucky that a lot of people are understanding that I'm behind because COVID basically canceled all my conventions for the year and forced me to get like 3 other jobs to be able to make up for the income loss. So when doing portraits was my full-time job, that had to be put on the back burner to make money for now. So it's like I've got, 3 jobs, I guess, total. It's kind of crazy. So I'm trying to balance everyone's stuff, which usually isn't too hard. It's just when you get people that start yelling at you, it's like you're trying to do your best, But like I said, most understand it, so if you're ever going to get into doing commissions as your full-time job, come talk to me first, and I'll tell you what you need to be able to do it, at least to where you won't go crazy. Because at least now I know where my line is, which is important, Let's do... None of this is probably going to make make too much sense. So I'm just taking some things I see and making them look like they mean something. Which is kind of how this stuff goes. Thank you guys so much for the support. That's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Robin. It is a white Posca. These Poscas are pretty amazing in terms of their opaqueness. Or opacity, I guess. They come in various sizes too. Like I've got another one that's smaller. I've got even another one over here. These are if you want a really, really white. This white is like 50% opacity on its own. And then a gel pen is kind of not as thick. So this is the Posca. This is the Faber-Castell, and it's like, you know, see how it's already 50%, so it's almost like you're doing different shades of marker. And this is just really, really thin, thinner than this one, because those lines compared to these lines, you know, it's already a lot thicker. Gotta use the right tool for the job. So for his glasses here, I'm gonna use the Jelly Roll because it's a lot thinner. Let's get some depth in here. Let that dry real quick before we go in. If anybody was here for last week's stream, I had a little issue with my ink not drying enough right away. But I showed kind of how to deal with that when that happens. I feel like the ability to make a mistake look intentional is kind of the key to wrangling traditional art. So if you can do that, you can do anything. I had to pack it all away. That was me for like 5 years. I didn't have a good studio space or desk or anything for like 5 years. It was hard. Damn it. Webcam, what are you doing? I fixed the problem we were having last week, and then now this week we have something else happening here. Thank you, Evelona. Yeah, it's hard to deal with that. I'm with you guys. It's not easy. Oh my god, why does it keep doing this? It's like it's going off the battery, but it shouldn't be. What does that mean? Hold on. Overheated? Oh no. Why is it overheated? Hold on, guys. Yeah, it says it's overheated. I haven't gotten that before. Hold on. See if I can fix this. I don't know why it would say it's overheated. Let's see if rejiggering it did anything. No, it's gonna cut out again. Here, hold on. Oh. Well, I'm not using my face cam, so I could just use that. I know. Hold on. Bye, Robin. Thanks for joining. Sorry for the tech difficulties. Alright. Let's see if we can make this work on a moment's notice. If anybody wants to get into streaming, get used to tech difficulties. Especially ones you don't have any control over. Well, that's silly. Here. Let me see if I can... This is fun though, right? You get some behind the scenes crap. When, thank you for the follow. I gotta make sure. I know it's blurry. Give me a minute. There we go. You'll get your studio space eventually. Just might take a minute. If my stream crashes, I'm sorry. That arguably looks better than what it did before. Ain't that just what happens? Isn't that what happens? Now remember to always have tape at your desk somewhere, or a clip of some kind. Because there will be times you need to rig something up while you're streaming. And usually I have a billion clips, but right now I have none. Well done. Oh, I did find a glow-in-the-dark marker though. Let's use that in a minute. Hold on. This feels silly. Almost got it. There we go. Okay. I have to cut this down eventually anyway. Hi, Prickly Badger. Thank you. We're working on it. Had some tech difficulties all day today. It's been crazy. There we go. Alright. Now the white balance is a little messed up. So let me fix that and then we'll be back on track. There we go. Here we go. It's our boy. It's our little snail boy. Honestly, that does look a little better than it used to. funny enough. Cute Win-Win. Your phone's gonna die? Well, thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Alright. Back on track. Well, I'm curious about this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna work like that. And I don't know where my glow-in-the-dark flashlight went. Give me a minute, I will be right back. Found it. That looks pretty good. What would we do to his portrait, I wonder? I have to think about that. Should probably give him an undershirt too. He has a collar. It's like coding. If anybody here has ever coded, you gotta put all your tags and brackets and things back after you've added some in the front. Make sure you add them in the back, so that would be the bottom part here goes with the top part. Except I didn't want this to be this bright. There actually is a little bit more contrast than this is leading you to believe. There we go. What should his name be? Stanley? Stanley Snail? Sigmund? Sigmund Snail? Stephen Snail. What's his dark secret? If you guys had to figure out a dark secret for this snail, what would it be? Thing I think of is that he's probably a workaholic. And that's it. That's his sin, is being a workaholic. Oh, that's cute, Serenity. He dresses up as his OCs. I like that. That's super cute. Well, we know they're afraid of salt. That's for sure. It'd also be cute if he is allergic to chalk dust somehow. Oh, this camera definitely isn't as crisp as the other one we were using. That's okay. Oh, Sheldon from guessing Big Bang Theory? That's Sheldon? Never watched that show. I wasn't sure who the demographic was for that. Pylon, that one's good too. He's into serial killers and like probably how they go about things. That's cute. I like that. I want to make up a poem about him. Like Stanley Snail doesn't scare easily. It's because he's used to researching like serial killers and their killing frenzy. Something like that. Cute. I do like him pretending he's a hero. That's kind of a pretty admirable trope, I guess, with the closeted office guy, super analytical, wants to be a hero, wants to be something very far from what he is. That whole thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make up a poem about him. When I post it, I'll post it with the poem on my Instagram. Stanley Snail stalks serial slimers. Maybe they're serial slimers. And I'm gonna go ham on the alliteration, obviously. Those that know me know I'm a big fan of alliteration. I will put it everywhere I can. Basically everything on my store has alliteration to it. Unsolved mysteries. Oh, Stanley. What do you do on the weekends, buddy? How dark is this one? Is this the 50 or is this the 90? It doesn't look as dark as this. I think we could use it. Oh, shit. What is that story? Believe It or Not? Is that it? I feel like it was Believe It or Not. Star Trek. You're not talking about the Reading Rainbow dude, are you? LeVar? This might be too close. I feel bad. A little better. Or did you like it closer? Oh man, yeah, this Christmas is not as good. Beyond Belief. I feel like Believe It or Not is another one too. Pylon. Cute. Okay. Troncho. Oh man, you guys. I gotta find this show. Is it streamable? I do like those kind of shows. Was it kind of like Mythbusters, but a little different? Not as sciencey? Yeah, isn't that LeVar Burton? LeVar Burton was Reading Rainbow and what's his face on Star Trek? He was also in Community. Oh, really? Okay. Oh my god, I miss my old camera now. Actually, I wonder if it's okay now. Let's see if this works now. Changing my cams. No, yes, no. Give it a minute. It said it was overheating. But let's see. Oh, Riker. Yeah. Alright. Let's see how this goes. He sits down weird? What do you mean he sits down weird? You guys. Oh, come on. Switch over. Switch over. I know the cam's out. Give me a minute. There we go. Come on. No, I don't think this one's gonna work either. Alright, back to the other one. Stop trying, camera. You're off the job. Did you ever read up why he sits weird? You're not joking. I believe you, Bylon. I believe you. Alright. We'll go back to the other camera. I'll have to figure out why this one is overheating. It's weird. It's never done that before. Why would it be doing that now? Oh, an injury? Oh no, Riker. He has such pretty eyes. Alright, I think we're gonna be good with this for now. I wanted to add some glow in the dark to it, but I gotta be honest, I don't know what it'd be. Because it's not like snails have skeletons. So there's that. I guess it could just be that's kind of fun. Definitely not as crisp as it was, though. I guess his slime would be glow in the dark, wouldn't it? Last year I was using a paintbrush in my paint, but this seems kind of cool still, this marker. It'd be kind of funny actually if there's slime on everything, because he's a he's a snail. Okay, this one's gonna be kind of a gross one. It's like his slime is on everything. He's getting his, maybe that's his dirty secret. His, he's trying to teach, but he's just so gross that he's getting all his slime on stuff. Poor Stanley. Stanley Snail tries his hardest to stay cleanly. Stanley Cleanly. I know there's something there. I'm gonna make a poem. Stanley can't stay cleanly. Something like that. totally feel you on that, Pylon. It's hard when one of your favorite, like, creators dies, because it's like nothing else is gonna be created like that, you know, the stuff that you liked. I'll be selling this one on my site too. Alright, we're gonna get to the tarot card in a minute, I promise. Alright, let me go wash this and we'll get to it. Snail Saturday. Look at us. Here we are. Slimy, but cute. Poor Stanley. Alright. Now this is going to be extra difficult for me to show because this isn't my normal setup. So forgive me. Let's see. Where do I want the light to be? Well, first I have to actually line this, so let's do that. This was actually a transfer. So if anybody wants me to explain how I did a transfer, let me know. If you've never heard of that or don't know what I'm talking about, let me know and I'll explain it. Oh no, Avalona. Yeah, go to sleep. Get some rest. Thanks for coming. I feel like this tarot deck is going to be for very specific sort of people. It's very not by the book in terms of content or even like popularity in terms of like using crowd-pleasing animals, so to speak. Oh, well, Avalona, I'm glad you were here. Thank you for coming. Means a lot. Alright, let's see. Hey, Cavendish! Yay! I'm glad you got it. Did it arrive okay? Was it safe? God, that took forever to get there. pretty sure you live in the same state I do, too. It's weird it would take that long. Well, I'm glad it got to you okay. Snail shell, snail shell. How you doing today, Cavendish? Oh my god, snails are so cute. Yeah, it really is. For every, I'd say like 5 packages I send out, one of them lags behind like 2 weeks. I had somebody that I sent something to on Etsy contact me yesterday, and they're like, I think it's lost. And I messaged them, I'm like, no, it's just taking a while. Because it'll say, when you look at the tracking number, it'll say like it's moving within the system. You know, it's arriving late, but it's, you know, still going. So, it sucks, but they're doing the best they can given the climate. So if you can do anyone any favors, give the post office a little bit of slack. They're trying. I feel bad because every month I'm giving them like at least 50 packages. And I feel super guilty about it. Yay! I hope you get yours on Monday. Yours is chock full of fun, Belladonna. Those things are so hard to ship in bulk, so I hope they arrive okay. I patted them real good, so hopefully they'll be alright. I'm excited for you to get it too. Oh, speaking of, for anybody who's been thinking about getting my Curious Collectors but you didn't want the physical rewards, or if you are international and you wanted to like read the stories I'm making every month and shipping out to people, I just put up 2 days ago? Yeah, it was October 1st. I put up a digital version of my Curious Collectors for $5. So. Oh, really, Belladonna? Yay! I'm excited for you to read The Wickle. The Wickle is one of my favorites. The early ones, I apologize, they don't have as much as the newer ones do. I think it was just the story back then. I started very, very minimal when I first did these, and they've grown to be kind of crazy, but yeah, The Wickle was still kind of a favorite of mine. They do. Thank you for understanding. So, if you guys are interested in the Curious Collector tier, there is a digital one. So, hopefully I'll be able to have some time to animate for that one. So, oh no, Cavendish. Did you have fun at least? Let's see. Cherry leaves are really fun to draw. I wouldn't have really expected that, but they really are. Honestly, next to oak leaves, they might be my favorite leaf to draw. Oh my god, snails are so damn cute. Oh good, Cavendish. Foxy. How you doing? Hello? Hello? Oh, really, Pylon? So you must have a lot of cherry leaves, like, sticking around then, huh? Unless, are you not getting it straight from the trees? Are you outsourcing it? Cherry smells like watermelon. Interesting. I've never thought about if it did or not. Maybe artificial cherry. I could see that. Have you? What are you making? You making a pie? I don't want that to go that far. I am. No problem. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Your card went out yesterday. Sorry it was so late. I'm gonna try to be better with the ATCs being on time. I feel kind of really bad about that. That's fine, Emily. Yeah, you don't even have to post them if they take up too much of your feed. It's up to you. Don't feel pressured. I really appreciate anybody posting my stuff online, though. It really does help. It's always weird when I do a portrait for somebody and they don't post it. I did this one portrait recently and they didn't even message me back after they got it. That always makes me a bit sad. I have a lot of people that come to my stream from Germany. Do you guys know why that is? I mean, I'm not during the European hours. Are you guys all night owls? Basically? Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I mean, that's up to you too. I just wish people would give me like a thank you email. Like what I tried to do is tried to get them to still talk to me by saying, hey, when you get your portrait, let me know and I'll send you the progress shots. So they can at least have, it's basically a GIF of, my process, so they get to see the pencils, then the flats, then the final. But some people don't. They don't message me back. I'm guessing they just forget. I mean, people are busy. I get it. I get it. Awake, Elida. I feel ya. Gabe and I are night owls for the most part. We're trying to fix it, but every time we try to fix it, we just end up making it worse. Oh, thank you, Serenity. You definitely are a night owl, that's for sure. It'll be this month, Emily. I've got so many people emailing me about, when their stuff's going to be done, and certain people need it for the holidays. So I'm trying to prioritize people's commissions, pets and otherwise, by when they need them. So since you said November, I'm probably going to be doing it around mid-October, and I'll ship it off. Hopefully that's okay. I've got at least 7 different commissions right now that have due dates in the next month or so. So hopefully that's okay. I might need to ask you a question or two about it, so if you want, if I email you, are you usually good about checking your email, or do you want me to just IG you more likely? Wenwen's back. Hi, Wenwen. Kawa, thank you for the follow. Okay, so email. You got it. I think I just had one question, but you might have already answered it, so I'll need to reacquaint myself with our emails. These should not be going this way. No worries. I'll double check. That's the whole reason I had you email me in the first place, so I'd have that info, I think. Oh, that's cool, Foxy. Trying to figure out where I want the lighting to be from. I know I'm off screen. Hold on. Oh, that's kind of sad, Foxy. No, don't worry about it. This is what the chat's for, is talking. I don't got anything I gotta really get out or talk about right now, so go for it. I want to do the snail pattern, but I don't want it to get too crazy. Oh, bye, Emily. Have a good rest of your weekend, okay? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I'll get you an email. If I have a question. If I look over it and it's pretty self-explanatory, I'll be okay. Oh, you have my mouse print? My mouse snail? That means you've got at least 2 of my snail things, don't you? Dang, that makes me seem like a snailaholic. So you've got the snail on the cactus, right? Or no, that's cactuses. Oh god, that's another snail piece. Jesus. Yeah, I'd done a snail piece for a cactus. Pixel cactus of a snail on a cactus. As weird as that is. I'm glad you still have that pylon. It's up on your wall? That's so sweet. I'm so happy you enjoy my stuff. Oh yeah. Do you have the original of that? No, that was the owl that was writing in a book, right? Something like that? I think I ended up making that a print. He does. He's been around for a while. Oh man. Yeah, Pylon's one of the originals. I'll call you. Pylon and Serenity. There are a few others, but since they're in here right now, that's all I can think of. Yeah, that was, I was given that one out for free with prints for a while. And then this year I have a different one. Every year I have a different free print. So if you buy something every year from me that's like over 20 bucks, you get the print for that year. Which I should make a bigger deal out of that I do that. Oh, yeah. Was that like a 5x7 originally, Pylon? Oh man, we've got one of those streams coming up for Halloween. Now I know this seems super detailed right now, but I'm gonna like tone it down once I start coloring it. It's gonna be more faded. Ah, I'll have to get you the beaver one. Do you have the beaver one? Beaver one is let's see, there's a turtle. There's the beaver, which is this year, and there was an owl for last year. Damn, Serenity, do you really? That is so much art. Thank you so much. Oh, cool, Emily. I love that the library now has just like extended to being online. That's so cool. Our library does some things where you can check out stuff online, and it's a crazy concept, but it's cool. Oh, that's cool. How damn neat. Okay, let's take a progress shot, I think. Oh wait, give me a minute. I gotta do the stripes on the shell, so when I color it, I know kind of where it's gonna go. These probably aren't permanent stripes, they're just so I can kind of see the contour. If anybody is familiar with like 3D models, I'm looking at this kind of like a wireframe, so I can see the contour while I'm doing the shading when I get the markers going. I think I'm gonna have the light coming from behind them. I think that'll be kind of dramatic. I kind of want this to be a little bit more drama-esque. So I'm gonna shade the cherries here so I at least realize I'm doing that. Okay. Progress shot. This isn't finished either because it's gonna be inside the boundaries. So the border's gonna, you know, take over that spot basically. Oh, that's great, Emily. Do you get... Oh, I suppose you don't get to go back to France anytime soon, huh? I'm sorry you're homesick. Do you get to at least, like, talk to your mom on the... Oh my god. Video chat your mom once in a while? Oh, don't worry about it, Foxy. I have other things other than commissions too. In fact, if you want to really help me out, the main thing I've been telling people, which would be great, is becoming a patron. You can save up for commissions via being a patron. You can get physical rewards. You can get stories. You can get... I have all this kind of stuff on there. Patreon is really kind of my bread and butter right now. As I'm really full on commissions, I'm not really, I mean, I'm taking them, but they're not gonna be done until probably next year sometime, because I have to catch up on the ones I've got. Yeah, it isn't the same. You're right. Alright, so what I'm gonna do to make this easier... I think I'm gonna do the white first. So I'm gonna do that pastel. Why not, Serenity? You can talk to him still, right? If I go off the screen for a minute, don't worry, I'll be back on it. Kind of want some things to fade a bit. Oh, Foxy, well, you've got us. We're here every Saturday, or at least I try to be. We met for the last time in September. Oh, Serenity. Has everybody just been too busy to talk? Like, you could still video talk, couldn't you? Seems like you European countries are in a better situation with the virus than us US folks. People are just so pig-headed here and don't want to wear their goddamn masks. If they just would, we'd be done with this shit. Sorry, it's a hot button for me at the moment. Oh, Emily. That is really tough. So yeah, I suppose it's totally different when it comes to kids. You want to see them running around and kind of growing up that way, huh? Right? Oh, Serenity. We have a friend we talked to like 2 weekends ago, and it was great catching up with him, and he wants to talk again, and I just feel so horrible because I have nothing new to talk about. All I do is work. And I mean, even if, you know, there wasn't the virus and all that, I don't know if Gabe or I would have much to talk about. I mean, Gabe technically has more free time than me, so he does things with his time, but I don't have any free time. I've gotten to the point, and this is probably pretty terrible, but I've gotten to the point where I can make any work into my what I can kind of trick myself into thinking is a pleasure project. So all I have to do is just figure out, you know, which project feels like what I crave to be doing at the time, and I can, you know, make someone's commission into that, which I feel like is a pretty handy skill, but at the same time it's like not my stuff. And I'm getting to the point where I'd like to switch over to just completely doing my stuff, but I need to be able to like monetarily support that. So that's what my Patreon's for. And if you want me to be doing my stories and stuff, please check that out, because that is the way for me to do it. If I can get supported on there, at least for a couple months next year, I should be able to pump out a few stories. They're all written, I just gotta sit down and draw them. Thanks, Foxy. I like how it's not white, too. Oh, having kids at home for school, yeah. Really, Pylon? No masks there, too? Ugh. That's true, Serenity. Yeah, it is enough for some of us, that's for sure. So Pylon, there's nowhere in your vicinity you can make a little workshop like that where you can kind of spread out? No garage or nothing? What do you guys call that in Germany? Do you call a garage, or is it a carport or something? Car keeper? What do you call it? Garage is garage. Really? Weird. Weird. I would think it wouldn't be. That is weird. I want a garage. Garagey? Do you say garagey or garage? Someday, Pylon, you'll get it. You'll get your space. I promise. You'll get it someday. Just waiting for that space sucks. When I lived at Von House, that was pretty tough for me because that was a transitional time in my life. So I wasn't able to have any of my stuff out because I just didn't have much room. And I mean, since I had moved from a house to a basement, I had a house worth of stuff, but nowhere to put it, you know, because it wasn't my house to spread out and all that. So for 2 years I just lived in a basement with boxes and everything for a house full of crap in the other room. And I get what you're saying, it's tough because you have those urges to like spread out and nest, you know, make an area your own. It's just hard. You just have to keep reminding yourself you'll get your time. Yeah, I feel you, Foxy. Like, last year was the first time I was able to settle down at a place in probably over 5 years. So it took me that long to be able to settle, you know. And I finally got over the fear of unpacking recently, because I feel like there's this fear that you get when you've moved around a lot that you shouldn't unpack because you're just gonna pack up again, something will happen and you'll need to pack up and go. So it actually took me a long time to be okay with unpacking, you know, and even to start decorating. That was really difficult for me because I had to accept that I was going to be somewhere for a bit and to trust that. And I have some major trust issues in a lot of areas, but that's one of the biggest ones. I just needed to know that I'd be there for a little while. So I'm trusting I'm going to be here for a little bit. By decorating, I basically mean like leaving my art supplies out. Though I do have a lot of my moths. I have a bunch of pinned moths that I've got up around my desk space. I'll put those on my Patreon or online at some point. Like kind of like a workspace walkthrough sort of deal. I think people enjoy those. I like seeing other people's workspaces because I feel like it kind of tells me about them you know, and it usually, as you know, as an artist, it reflects your art a bit, which is pretty fun. Oh, you're a logger? Whoa. Pylon, there you go. There's your woodworker. How weird is that? Oh, that's sweet of you, Serenity. Oh, thank you, Cavendish. I'm gonna have to forward that along. Thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Is it kind of a fun piece to have? Like it's got a secret? You have no space. Oh, Serenity. Arkins, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, I just looked at it, Cavendish. You're right. It really did. You nailed it. Those pics are really hard to get. Like, I honestly have the most trouble with that when I'm taking pictures of my work. Here. I just retweeted it. Thank you. Hi, Jer. How you doing, Jer? Before you got here today, we had actually done a snail. Today was Snail Saturday. I'm dubbing it that. When I post this, I'm gonna post a poem with it. But this is Stanley Snail, and he's also got some glow in the dark going on. I know it looks gross, but it's because he's full of slime, right? You know, slimy snails. But Stanley is a scholarly snail. His poem will have much alliteration. Okay, so we got the background lighting. Let's do the other stuff. Okay, on to the values. I kind of want the cherries to be some of the darkest bits. So did you take it in the dark, Cavendish? Because I find it's hard to like get it to where you know, you've still got some light, but not enough to take away from the black light, you know what I mean? Like, that was my problem. Oh, really? Well, that works out then. I will get to your question in a minute here, Serenity. Okay. It's not out of context. Any questions, fair game at any time. Notice that some of your recent works that are up for sale are not on your Etsy, but on your website. How do you decide where it's put best? Do you think people find it better on your website or on Etsy? So, I figured this out over time, and my website I am keeping for very niche items, things that take a bit of marketing for people to understand, so not as straightforward products, and anything that's an original. Now there is a reason for that. My website, I can put them up for free and they can stay up there as long as I want them to be without having to pay for them to be up there for a time. Now Etsy you have to pay to list the item, and you need to pay every so often, like 6 months I think, to relist it. So I only do that for the things I know have a quick turnaround, that are popular, people buy them. Products that are more, I don't want to say kitschy, but more contemporary, I guess, like keychains, stickers, pens, things like that. They have a quicker turnaround. So I keep all those things and my most popular prints on my Etsy. Now, eventually on my website, I will have all the prints I've got on there. I'll have everything that my Etsy has on my website once I have the time. But for the moment, I'm starting to just put the things that take longer to sell. Ultimately, the things that take longer to sell go up on my website. And the things that have a quicker turnaround that need traffic to sell, I put on Etsy, because Etsy has a good established marketplace. I highly recommend anybody to start off with an Etsy more than anything. Yeah, there's, fees and stuff, but you're paying for their clientele, basically. You're paying them to be able to market to their people. And they have such a good, traffic base. They're trusted. They're a really good first place to start selling things. Other stores like Big Cartel, Store Envy, all those other ones are a little bit not as good, just because they're basically the equivalent to funneling people to your website. So if you're not doing Etsy and you're thinking about another one of those websites, don't do those, because they're basically as obscure as making someone go to your website, and you might as well put the money into a website, having your domain that's yours and looking the part, being professional. So I highly suggest starting with an Etsy, and then once you've got that kind of going and you start branching out your different products, to move the products that aren't selling as best, or as good and are slower to your website. I think in the long run that'll be better, because I'm not a very popular artist, so I can't just be like, hey, this thing's for sale, and 100 people buy it. That's not how it works when you're not too popular. So you have to kind of do things in a smart way, understand what of yours sells well, understand what takes a little longer, and then, react accordingly, at least until you work up to the point that you might eventually be more famous, popular, whatever. True, Cavendish, true. Yeah, I'll be itching to see that. I'm looking at cherry lighting here. Cherries are kind of interesting because they've got dimples and all kinds of different lighting on them. Marshall, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So I'm trying to get these to resemble that, but still have backlighting. think these leaves are gonna have to come forward too. Did that answer your question, Serenity? That was a good question. I love questions. If anybody wants to ask any more questions, go for it. I'll do my best. No, so I got tired of coding my website. I was doing it in the very beginning. I was coding everything. And it just got to be so much of a time sink and a pain in the ass that I would have rather spent on my art. So I decided to shell out the extra money and get Squarespace. And it's got commerce options on it, and it's literally plug and play, so it's really easy to use. So I would say get a Squarespace once your Etsy does well enough where it can kind of support you getting a Squarespace. So like I was saying, start off with an Etsy, and then once that kind of gets you some income, put that immediately back into your business and get that Squarespace account and get the commerce option, so that way you can, start getting your products or other products up there and start getting your website into search engines and stuff. It was African swallow? I thought it was air-laden swallow. Or is that the second question? I'm going to say 27. Since they never really answered it. Chancho! Chancho! What are you doing, boy? What's wrong? You want to come here? Come here. Ah, African European swallow. That's right. Come here, Chancho. Good boy. Good boy, Chancho. I'm gonna do one of the snails, I think, right now. Just because I was fearing doing them, and I don't think I should fear them. I think I should just go. So I'm just going. And as I was saying earlier, these textures that I put on the snail will kind of diminish as I start putting on all these values. Did you guys already have dinner? If you had dinner, what'd you have? And were you happy with your dinner? Some nights I am just so disillusioned by what I've eaten. Most nights, though, it's pretty good. What do you put in your salads? What do you like in your salads, Serenity? Whoa, Foxy, that's legit. Cucumber, tomato, mushroom, and feta. Damn, mushroom, huh? Atta girl. I feel like there's something about mushrooms that Americans just don't appreciate. Or they only like them, like, cooked. You know? I know so many Americans that hate mushroom. Thank you, Foxy. Yeah, that's what tones will do. Tones help things kind of come alive. Tones and just lighting in general. I try to save this part of pieces for the stream because I feel like that's the most fun to watch. But I think some people like seeing the pencils too. So try to get a variety at least. Oh wow, Foxy. I like onions too. I just hate how they make me smell. I'm one of those people where if I eat an onion, like you'll smell it on me. Either through my sweat or something. So I have to be careful how much onion I eat. Oh, leeks. I didn't know leeks were an onion. Really? They're in the onion family, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. They look like a giant green onion. So, Michelle, thank you for the follow. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Leeks? We have leeks here that get to be like 2 feet. That's crazy. I wonder if you've got a different strain of leeks than we do. The leeks at the grocery store here are huge. Ours are probably pumped full of BS though. Yours are probably more healthy by far. Really? Oh, that's so cute. So the camera overheated.
What camera?
The good one. You'll have to look into what that means. I don't know why it was overheating. Like it said it on the screen. Have you seen it do that before?
I've read about it.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's not actually overheating.
Well, it kept cutting out, so it went, I had to switch my camera. It sucked. I'll have to figure something else out.
The downside is still being in beta, I guess.
Hmm.
They did release a version 1 in October
Yeah.
for. I'm assuming they pulled it out of beta if it's version 1. But I think it's only for either it's only for Windows or it's only for specific cameras.
Oh, not our camera?
My assumption is that it's for Windows only right now.
Oh.
Probably because it's easier to code for that or whatever.
Right. Oh, those are like green onion size for us. That's weird. Ours are huge. Like, can you see this? Like, this is kind of how big ours get. Like, they're ginormous. Let me know if it didn't bring up the single photo I was trying to do. Jesus, Bruni. Yeah, ours are tiny. Or ours are big. I don't know. It's just, I'm guessing they're pumped full of hormones. I don't know. America. I'm guessing yours are how they're supposed to look. Ours are probably bastardizations of the real things. That's one thing Gabe and I noticed when we went to Europe was everything seemed just default healthier. There wasn't as much sugar. You guys don't use as much of the bad things as ours do. Like, seem to be overall healthier. Nothing much going on over here, Moo. Not missing anything. Ramps? Wow. Well, you guys do have pretty good sweets, though. Let's be honest. If you still go ham on healthy chocolate, you're still gonna be fat. It's kind of like vegans. Like, you can still be fat if you're vegan. I had to learn that. But just any excess of food in any sense, you can get fat from it. Is this not on shuffle? What's going on here? Every song sounds the same on here. I've never drawn something that gave me vertigo before, but this is the first one. I don't know why it gives me vertigo, but it does. It's kind of hard to work on. So if it affects anyone else like it's affecting me, I'm sorry. Not meant to make you feel dizzy. Okay, what are you gonna have for dinner?
Sure.
Something from home? If you don't want something from home, let me know. I don't know. Foods. It's fine. I'll figure something out. Are you just waiting for Bruni? Oh, those are cute. Those look like our green onions. Those are our green onions. Maybe our green onions are closer to your leeks. Bruni. Bruni. Cute. These are usually like, I'd say 9 inches to a foot long. Were you just working on She Kills? What'd you work on?
Patreon.
Oh, the sticker bot?
Yeah.
Did you figure it out?
Maybe.
You still want me to try though, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
cheesecake. Heck yeah, Serenity. Good job. I've heard cheesecake's difficult. How do you think you did? Like you say you have to tune it. What do you gotta do? Or what do you think you did wrong? Oh, weird, Serenity. How does it heat things then? Just an overall heat? I'm not even gonna even attempt to say that word. Plus 20 years, damn. Ooh, like a tiramisu cake? God, you guys, why you gotta talk about cakes? Ugh. I feel like the whole thing with Rick Moranis is now he's gonna go back into, like, hiding. It's like, damn it, we had one chance, you guys, and we blew it. Now he's never coming out. Damn it. Hi, Shadow. It's all of us that want cake. Oh my god, Pylon. It's like cookie cheesecake. Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks good. Okay. I'll do a bit of the fun part now. Chocolate whatever on it. Bruni, why are you crying? You're getting everything you want right now. Dog is a whiny baby. It's been a while since we had Chipotle. Huh?
Sounds good.
Doesn't sound bad. Chipotle sounds great. What's my favorite cake? I'm more of a pie guy myself. But does mousse count as a cake or a pie? There's one dessert I like that's I think it's toted as a cake, but it's more of a pie. I don't know. It's crazy. If I had to be a basic person, or give a basic answer, I would say French silk is my standby. French silk pie. Sorry, Chancho just yelled. My dogs are apparently revved up now. But yeah, I'd say French silk pie. I like cherry pie. I like cobblers. I like apple pie. Cake, though, it's gotta be a nice cake. I don't like cheap sheet cake. You know, the cake that is like just cake. It's like box cake. It's like bleh. It's basic. I don't need that. Are you making her do tricks?
No.
Make her do tricks. Pie cake. Pie life. Chocolate pie. I can't do rhubarb. I don't understand rhubarb. Somebody here who likes rhubarb, tell me why. Do you like tart things normally? Okay, tell me why, Foxy. Ooh, Cavendish, yes. See, that's the thing. I don't like sour. Ugh. Ugh. Like, I don't think a pie should be sour. Though I like lemon pie, but it doesn't... It's lemon pie and key lime pie I really like. But they don't seem sour. You know what I mean? Oh my god. Foxy, you crazy. want these to be kind of juicy snails. Everything tastes like rhubarb. Except rhubarb. That'd be funny. Yeah, juicy snails. It's hard to make this a not gross piece. Because, I mean, they're supposed to be lovers, right? Because that's what tarot card it is, the lovers card. And they're snails, so they're naturally juicy. So I have to be very careful. Bless you, Butters. Cavendish, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's bad enough that with this snail I had the black light problem. I mean, literally, the black light problem. But I mean, it's cute. It's cute. Yeah, Foxy, wow. You crazy. You are, Foxy. You are. Chancho. Midnight Mage, welcome. Thank you for the follow. It's in my name. It's my nature. Part of me is impressed. I was able to get kind of an upside down vertigo effect with this piece, but at the same time I am very upset because it's working its whatever on me, so it's a little crappy. Pretzel sticks, yes. I love pretzels. Goodness. You guys are sometimes the worst. When I am hungry, everybody ends up talking about food on my channel. I don't know why. I feel like that's almost like a tradition now on here that we talk about yummy things. So was mine, Foxy. We had maybe 200 kids in my graduating class. It's a small one. At least out here, I guess. It's considered small. Germany does sound nice. Carbs, 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 carbs. Carbs. I mean, Germans have bread. Italians have pasta. French have bread again. Y'all like bread. Chancho. Yeah, anywhere sounds better than America right now, let me tell you. Those of us who live here and are sane are very upset with the current state of things. People are going insane here. Funny you say that, Pylon, because white bread here is basically like a diss. It's like telling somebody they're super basic, you know, when they're white bread. They're nothing special. Yeah, Melantai. Yep. I feel you. I have to watch myself depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing something like liquid or glass, I kind of let myself get carried away, but you're very right. It's almost too easy to give in to the spec highlights. I'm with you. No. I thought you were asking Pylon, like, really? White bread? Really? That's what I thought you meant. I'm just telling the Germans here that white bread tends to be an insult here. Milk toast? Milk toast. I don't know what you mean by that. Haven't heard that one. Oh yeah, white bread's nice. It's comforting. Yeah, I've never heard that, Pylon. What does it mean? Oh, bread and butter. Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't know what that means about me. What does that say about me? Am I milquetoast then? I probably am. Oh, no. I am not milquetoast. That is far from me. I border on obnoxious sometimes, I think. Wishy-washy. Wow, it's American? Wow. Wow. I got nothing. I have never heard that before. I feel like I'm the only one here who hasn't heard that. That's crazy. Look at all you worldly people knowing stuff. Oh no, Doom. Foxy, did somebody call you milquetoast? Doom, doesn't it mean to look through? Like I'm perusing these albums or these books. Were you not using it like that? I'm guessing it could be read or look at thoroughly, right? It's not just read. If that's wrong, everybody's using it wrong. That I could see, yeah. Because, I mean, anytime you see somebody using it in a movie or something, they're kind of like trolling, slowly going about looking at things. So I guess that part makes sense, yeah. Basically, yeah. Yeah, so this is my tarot card for the lovers. So I'm glad you could get that from it. That means I did something right. Yeah. So they are. And if you ever look up pictures of snails getting it on, it's a lot more intense than this. It's crazy. They're completely like engulfed. It's cute though. It's like high school PDA. You see kids necking in the hallway or something. It's kind of reminiscent of that. Somebody followed me after that. Yep, stream just got lewd. Yeah, they're being sweet right now. These are the sweet snails. You want to see some crazy NSFW snail stuff, just type in snail sex into Google. You'll see what I mean. It's cool though because they do look very artistic. I know this is totally dumb of me, but like if you look at the pictures of them, since they have so many spirals to them, it is very artistic. Like, I don't know, it's kind of pretty. As gross as it is, kind of pretty. It's natural. I came here for the snail porn. Oh, okay. Good job, Doom. Nailed it. See ya, Foxy. Totally if I ask for it. Totally. Next week we get people coming in with snail in their usernames. Came here for the snail porn. I'm sorry, what? Snail porn? No. Goodbye. Homie, that's what Google's for. Snail porn on your own time. Saturday, Foxy. Saturday. I mean, maybe it's Sunday for you, I guess. See, I'm okay with the moist part, because like I said, I always think of cake. Anytime somebody says moist, I'm like, oh man, cake. Cake, 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 cake. But slimy, you got me there, Dennis. That is nasty. Slimy is a visceral word. So is crusty. I hate the word crusty. Ugh. Today's Saturday, yeah. Slime trails. Ugh. High school kids are just snails. They're slow, they're tired, they're slimy. High school. Slime school. Slime high. I feel like I'm on to something right now. Ew. Cavendish. Ew. No, I'm not. I don't usually stream on Sundays. Just Saturdays. Dennis, I think we've got some lore going on here. Have I ever eaten snails? No. And since I'm vegetarian, I probably never will. I like them too much. They're cute. I would assume they're kind of gamey, I guess. Kind of... What's the word? Gamey is the best word I can think of, but more... rubbery, I guess? Yeah, let's say rubbery. Oh, so it's kind of like lobster. Lobster was that way. I liked lobster. I just don't think I could, like, eat a snail. I like snails. avoiding the shells right now. They're freaking me out. Like, I want to do them. I'm scared to do them. Oh, like oysters? Yeah, I haven't eaten oysters either. I don't think I could do that texture. There was this, this shiitake, mushroom pasta that exists. And I tried that, and oh my god. I hated that texture so much. So much. When I used to eat fish too, I didn't like really fishy fish. Like, I liked crab, I liked lobster, I liked shrimp, and I liked tuna. But that was, you know, that was kind of it. I can't do actual fish. Eat. I hear you, Serenity. Alright. Fuck it. Let's try the shell. I'm gonna pull up a reference so I just know how to shade these. So many different kinds of snail shells. Now this is tough because for the most part, snails don't have like a hot spot on their shell, which is like, you know, a high spec highlight. That's just a dot. The shells are like satin glossy. Weird. Believe in yourself. Yeah, I just had a warm up. This is the first thing I've kind of drawn today, so I wanted to give myself some time to ease into it. Oh, snail with a broken shell. No. I mean, this is just basically what I was thinking. The hard thing about shells, though, is they have like a consistent shine that goes very mathematically through the whole thing. I'm gonna actually treat it a little bit like metal. So I'm gonna shade it like metal. So I'm gonna shade the whole thing's shape, and then I'm gonna go in and do some striations. But you got the paint pens. You can do anything. It's true, man. The paint pens, damn. Like, just damn. Let's be honest. The paint pens will come in later, though. Not to mention there's backlighting, so it's a little more complex. Just going for it. You can tell this marker's running out. Oof. Three-ish markers. Yeah, and then a lot of my stuff I do actually with like this mouse piece. Did that. This one's not done yet, but it's on its way. And then this was I did the Fool card first. So I've got, it's a moth getting too close to the flame. And then this is the card back for all the cards. So there's a moon, and there's a sun, and there's all 4 seasons on it. So you got spring, summer, winter, fall. And then in the middle here is kind of the life cycle of a bird. So you've got them making the nest, finding a mate, having an egg, having a kid, and then the cycle repeats. So these are the backs of my tarot cards. And then I've been doing these on the stream once in a while when I've got them ready. But pictures and fairy tales, perfect. That's what I'm going for. It's kind of my style, I guess. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. So I have this tier on my Patreon where every month I make a new creature and I give it a backstory, like some lore. I give you a fortune. I give you stickers or print based on it, and you get a button or a magnet too. Or you can do the digital version now for anybody who's overseas. It's only $5, and you get to read the lore about them. So, thank you, Serenity. So if you're interested in reading my stories, you can get them monthly that way. I do have, at the $3 tier, you can get a lot of my behind-the-scenes stuff with process pics from like commissions I do. You get device wallpapers. You get a colorable calendar. Lots of stuff. I also have a $1 and higher tiers too, but those in my opinion are the ones I like the most. If you ever want a commission from me but you don't have a big chunk of cash, you can save up using Patreon, kind of like layaway. It's pretty fun. It's a good use of it. Payment plans. Hi, Asling. Yeah, if anybody's thinking of subbing to me here on Twitch, don't do it. Instead, go back me on Patreon because you get a lot more bang for your buck there. Asling, you get your Guardian yet? Did that come in the mail? Mail's been pretty pokey with some stuff, so I gotta tell people, just wait, it's coming. No rush, it may or may not be. Like I said, the postal service is being a little pokey lately. Just because they have so much on their plate. I have great respect for them. The marker's 100% dying. it as a blender though. Yeah, this is Strathmore Mixed Media Toned Tan. It's a hefty one. But no matter what you use, make sure you have a bleed paper behind it if you're using marker. Because marker pigment, if you don't have a bleed sheet, it's gonna go through, and you know, it'll pool on whatever surface you have behind it and really screw up what you're trying to do. So just make sure you've always got a bleed sheet, no matter what paper you're using, just in case. I gotta figure out where to put this one highlight. You know, if you've ever studied bread, this is kind of like how you'd shade bread. It's kind of the same thing. Do it, Pylon, do it. That'd be awesome. Plus, alchemy is always in. People love alchemy. Alright, I'm going to be stopping the stream shortly. I just want to get one of these shells in so you guys could see how I was going to do it. Does anybody have any last questions they want to pose or anything they want to talk about real quick? Well, thanks, Doom. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, I usually do this on stream every Saturday, 5 p.m. Central, so 3 hours ago I start, and then typically we do a small piece, like this one here, and then eventually we move on to a bigger piece. Sometimes I'll be doing watercolor. It's not always this toned paper, but lately for this project I've been doing it only on Twitch here and saving all the work for it. So there's that. You know which card you want to do next. This was supposed to be the Hermit. Like my next card, my second card was supposed to be the Hermit, and what I've been doing is since they're going to be bookmarks before they're ever a deck. I'm basically making tarot bookmarks, I should say that instead of a deck. But I want to do the Hermit next just because, you know, if they're bookmarks, hermits, you know, it kind of makes sense. People who like to read tend to hermit. So that was supposed to be the second one. But what happened was I'm trying to line up, and this is me overthinking things, line up what animals or which cards by the attributes the card has. So I look up like animal symbolism and such, and I try to align it with what the card's attributes are. So what was tough was the animal I wanted to do for the hermit, just it didn't feel right now. So I have to think of another one, but this one, once I was looking at the attributes and I did a little research, just kind of clicked into place. So I switched over to do this one next. And Katie Pot. KT Pot. I like that. Thank you for the follow. So I would like to go back to doing the hermit next, but I guess we'll see if I can figure out a new animal or if the one that I liked before comes back. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I thought about doing a crab and I was like, nah. And then, you know, like my original thought, since they're my favorite animal, was a porcupine. But they're like actual meaning behind them. They don't fit the card very well. So I'll see if I like that, because I know what I'd kind of want it to look like if I did use one, but I was thinking maybe an owl for that one. I know I'm going to use an owl at some point, but anyway. Yeah. The owl doesn't seem to fit anywhere else really either. Like maybe Judgment, but I don't know. Still got I don't know. I've got a list of the owls, you know, I like. You would think the owl is wisdom, right? But apparently owls aren't wise. Somebody told me that once and I was like, what? And I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know. Maybe. I might just do it because it's well known as that. Yeah, but you know. Right? It doesn't make any sense. So I gotta figure that out. I'm looking up like animal totems and stuff, so they might actually mean something different than like, I guess, what the world thinks they mean. I don't know. It's just to help me feel good about what I'm choosing for what, really. It's probably kind of arbitrary, but eh. Well, who's the authority? Me, technically, I guess, in this sense. So I get to decide if I want it to or not, so I just gotta pull the trigger on it. But this one came to mind pretty easily, so I went with it. But I think, yeah, wisdom would probably be a good save for the owl. Just that people tend to, I don't know. I feel like I might be further perpetuating a problem if they're not wise, you know. But oh, maybe it was eyesight. Maybe they have bad eyesight. I can't remember what it was now. That was probably it. Eyesight was probably it. But yeah, so I'll hopefully be doing another one of these next weekend. We'll see how my schedule goes. This is the only time I get to myself every week. It's like 3 hours, that's just mine, and then that's it. And my time belongs to others. which is fine. I've been paid for my time, so that's how it goes. Freelance life. Okay. Oh, that's a good point, Serenity. Yeah, that's weird too. Isn't that strange how they get all these, like, I'm known for this, but they're not? Stuff like that. Anyway. I'll throw in my socials one more time, just for anybody who's coming in, or who came in and is like, what the hell is this? Ah, I see. Thank you, Pylon. So I'll see you guys next weekend, Saturday at 5 p.m. Central. If you don't know what time that is in your area, just Google 5 p.m. Central, and it should convert it for you at the top of the page. Otherwise, please follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever have you. And check out my Patreon. Please, 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 please. Go give that a look. Typically, there's something for everybody. I'll be putting out a new post on there tomorrow, too. That's got all my work in progresses and anything like that. So, have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you for coming.